Hi everyone. So in this video, I'm going to talk about philanthropy, or rather very particularly about a particular institution on philanthropy if you wish to donate or if you wish to contribute. Let me give you the background and then I will talk you through some of the details. So the institution which I'm going to talk about is Ramakrishna Mission, Ramakrishna Mutt. And the reason I'm bringing this up is both in India and outside India, I have come across people, and generally there are conversation in the social media and in various kind of platform wherein people want to contribute. People do hesitate at some point in time that if their contribution is meaningful enough or not. It could be $100, it could be $1, $2, $10, going up to several thousand, or whatever is the will of the person. And I do see that people have that kind of an hesitation at some point in time that what if my contribution is not significant enough, or I just want to make small contribution from time to time. Where do I go? Number one. Number two, what is the guarantee, or what's the level of transparency that my donation, my contribution is actually put into good use? I think that's the question which is of paramount importance, which everybody has. Anybody who is in India or who is out of India who wants to contribute. So concerning those 2 points, and of course there are a long tail of other things that people would have questions when they are donating. So I'll send across I will share the link in the description, but do feel free to check out yourself. So the name is Ramakrishna Mission. So this institute is more than 100, 120, 130 years old. And they have two divisions. One is Ramakrishna Mutt, which is more on the religious aspect. And then there is Ramakrishna Mission. The mission is primarily where all the welfare, social development, social work, education, relief work, hospital, nursing, medical care, all this kind of work happens. It happens under that umbrella, under that setup of Ramakrishna Mission. This institute is Ramakrishna Mission is across various cities and various places in India, and it has also international centers. The international centers engages more from a religious perspective, but they also have the mission arm. So in certain centers you will find Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission. Some centers it's only the Mutt, but they can guide you towards the mission if you want to contribute anything. And in some centers it's only Ramakrishna Mission, which is the social welfare arm of it. So what does it do and what are the primary activities? So if you check any of their centers if you go and visit them in person, or if you check them out on the internet, you will see all the details is there. It's very transparent. And that's one of the primary reasons that it's so very popular. The reason is that it has been cited globally many a times that Ramakrishna Mission's accounting and auditing procedure is one of the cleanest, one of the finest. So every single penny, every single dollar, every single rupee that you put in under a particular head of your contribution, let's say you want to put in $1 for education, you want to put in 100 rupees in medical services, you want to put in 500 rupees for child education, you want to put in $10 for its university, you want to put in $100 for an upcoming educational center, you want to put in 1,000 rupees for its nursing training homes, you want to put in 500 rupees for purchase of medical equipments. It actually goes into that particular head where you contribute. It doesn't go anywhere. So if you contribute 500 rupees for the purchase of medical equipments, of course, it's not only that 500 rupees, they're going to have a crowdfunding. So a lot of people are contributing 100 rupees, 100 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees, $10 and all of that. And it becomes a large pool of money wherein they go and use that for purchasing medical equipments. It will, your funding, if you have put it under medical instruments, it will go to medical instrument. It will not go into nursing. So it actually remains in that way. So it's very, very specific. So if you go and visit their website, or when you're visiting their centers and want to contribute, you will see that they have very specific things. And from time to time, what happens is that depending on particular aspects, what is happening around the globe, they will have special relief funds. So there could be flood relief fund, there could be drought relief fund, there could be COVID relief fund, there could be pandemic relief fund. And from time to time, they undertake various kind of social activities. They undertake various kind of relief activities. So, and they will send out appeals in forms of letter and putting up requests to people that this is a special initiative that we are doing. If you wish to come forward and help us in any form of manner. So that's the transparency bit of it. So if it ever comes across your mind that where should I put in very small amount, large amount, medium service amount, whatever is your wish. I mean, it could be a one lump sum, it could be at times you contribute and you forget, you don't contribute anymore. Whatever it is, they are always open. You can contribute online and you can contribute offline. Online, again, if you are in India and if you are an Indian, you are contributing, you can contribute in various manners. And if you are outside India, you can contribute through various manners, especially through online. All the mechanism, all the setup is there if you visit their websites. So it's it's very neat and tidy. It's very clearly defined what donations you are making, where the money is going, and there is a proper audit trail to whatever you are putting it across. There are people who continuously contribute towards child education. There are people who continuously credit towards medical benefits. I have personally visited several of their centers, Ramakrishna Mission, and I have seen their activity on ground. Absolutely, it's hand on decks. I've seen. It's amazing the kind of work that they do, and it's also we should thank, especially in terms of the medical fraternity and the teaching staff, that many of the well-known professors from well-known educational institutions, very top-rated doctors actually volunteer for Ramakrishna Mission. So that's another standout, and we should be thankful to those doctors, like very, very well-reputed doctors, but putting in a day's work or 2 days work at Ramakrishna Mission as a volunteer. And I've seen on ground those contribution of 100 rupees, of $10, of $1, of 1,000 rupees, of 5,000 rupees, how it is life-changing. It's amazing that how small contribution from 100, 200 people, from 50 people comes together to service a medical center in a remote part of India. How it goes on to save life, how it helps people to have a better medical care. And various kind of ailments, various kind of sickness, various kind of issues that you could have. And then how small contribution come together to help people in having a better education. And the kind of schools and colleges Ramakrishna Mission runs across India are one of the finest. Look at their results, look at the pass out rates. Everybody clocks in their 100%. Everybody comes out with first division results. Brilliant students, both boys and girls. And they instill you the principles of life. That is something which stands out. It instills confidence, it instills to be good to other, it instills those principles of honesty, care, generousness. It's brilliant, and the way it is run, the way it is set up, and so forth. So to come back to those first two things, like number one, where do I contribute? And if my contribution is very small, where should I go? Ramakrishna Mission is the answer. Number two, what is the accountability, what is the audit trail that the money that I'm putting in is actually putting into good use and the use for which I intend to do. Ramakrishna Mission is the answer. The other bit of things, which is like what kind of institution it is, how transparent it is, what is the kind of legacy. It's all in public domain. It's very well respected. It's highly recognizable. It is at the top of the when it comes to philanthropy. For when it comes to people, I mean, who wants to contribute, who wants to donate, or who wants to get into regular philanthropy, Ramakrishna Mission always comes up on top as one of the major benefactors. They build auditoriums, they are building colleges, they are building hospital centers. Their hospitals are very well run at heavily subsidized rate. They have nursing schools centers, some of the best of the nursing schools centers that they run. They try to improve it, and their hospitals are, as I mentioned, it's heavily subsidized for certain specific cases. It's free of cost. So I would definitely encourage you to visit. They are very open about people going and visiting them, whether it's Ramakrishna Mutt or Ramakrishna Mission, especially from a perspective of supporting them and helping them. I mean, they always have an open door. So just feel free to go and visit any of the centers. It's across India. Globally, they have multiple centers. They have multiple centers in Europe. They have centers in America. They have centers in various parts of Southeast Asia. So whichever part of the world you are, you can contribute. Whichever part of the world you are, if you are close to a center, please feel free to go and visit the centers. If you have any questions, check out on the web, go and visit the center, have conversations with the spiritual monks over there. They are known as Maharaj. Usually their name starts with Swami so and so. Go and have a discussion with them, try to have an understanding of what the activities are, how you could be helping them, how you could benefit from their spiritual guidance if that is an area of interest for you, and how, if you have a wish at any point of time of no matter how small or big a contribution that you want to make, and how the small contribution, oblivious to you, could actually go on to save life, could actually go on to build someone's career. That is one of the most fulfilling experience that you could have. I mean, and that's the best way of giving. That's the best way of philanthropy, that you, it doesn't instill arrogance in you. It doesn't instill a kind of show off that, okay, I have put in $100, I have put in 10,000 rupees, I have put in $500. That money goes in and it probably saves someone from a very bad ailment. It probably helps someone to have an X-ray at a very crucial time. It somehow helps somebody to get a medicine at a very life-changing point of time. It goes on to help a young kid go through his school activities, to buy books. It helps the school, probably they are trying to build 2 or 3 more classrooms and they are short of fund, and your fund actually goes in over there. Not your entirety, you are not funding the full of it, but your small contribution comes as part of the crowdfunding, like-minded people like you, hundreds of them who have contributed. Or else, I mean, somebody who could be a little more ambitious in their philanthropy, you can go on to make a big ticket contribution. And there is just, I mean, you will be amazed at the long list of activities Ramakrishna Mission undertakes every year and on a recurring basis, and how long it runs. So there are short-term projects, mid-term projects, there are long-term projects, and you can, and it's endless. I mean, it's a long list of things, and you can get yourself involved by visiting those centers, as I mentioned, and trying to find out more about them. And if it helps you in terms of the spirituality part of it, not the religious aspect of it, I'm saying, but the spirituality part of it. I mean, if you want to explore more about life, about how we make ourselves as better human beings, what's about the environment, what's about the surrounding, how to control, how to have a better mindset. So many things to talk around it. So you can visit them. So before I close this call, I'll share those links. Do take a look. I'm quoting this as Philanthropy Guide for India, primarily stemming from the idea that a lot of people out there are wanting to contribute, willing to contribute, but they have this two lingering question. One, does my contribution size matter? I mean, it could be small, it could be big. Yes, it matters because it goes on to have a long-term effect on somebody who requires that. And Ramakrishna Mission as an institute, they have the people, they have the expertise, they have the knowledge, and they have this entire long list of activities that they are undertaking. So they are the best to manage, and so they are specialists in it, in all this kind of social work and social activities. So let's trust them in terms when it comes to expertise, where can it make the highest impact of what we are contributing today. And then and going back to the other question in terms of transparency and audit, Ramakrishna Mission, all that you put in is absolutely goes in to where it is intended for. There is again more information. Visit them, check out, and hope this Philanthropy Guide for India helps you to have a more concrete way of understanding and channelizing your generous mindset towards helping others. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.